Hi everyone, my name's Dave Betts and today I'm going to talk to you about some ear training, particularly looking at the chords 1, 4, 5 and 6 minor, which we're going to refer to as chord 6 for the rest of this lesson, but we'll assume the minor. So why those chords? Well, chord 1, 4 and 5 are the only major chords in any major key, so they are very useful for defining what key we're in, and chord 6 is the relative minor of chord 1, which means that it's very closely related. So we're going to look at those chords, and we're going to look at them in the key of G, and then we'll listen out for them in other keys as well. There's 4 progressions that I would like you to hear and begin to get to know, because they come up time and time again in pop music, worship music, pretty much any style of music you care to think about really. So chord 1, if this is our chord 1, this is establishing the key. Chord 4, chord 5, okay. Now the way I like to remember those is I think of Grease. I think I did Grease when I was doing my A-levels or something like that, and it just always reminds me of it. So that's simply a chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, chord 4. 1 and 4 and 5 and 4, and so then our 5 and our 1 resolve well together. So now the term for that is a perfect cadence, but that's okay, we're not going to worry about that too much. But if you hear something that feels really resolved like that, you know it's probably going to be a chord 5 to chord 1. And then we've got a chord 6, which is the only one that sounds a bit sad, a bit more sinister. So let's have a look, listen to those in the context of these 4 chord progressions and see if we can start determining which chords are playing where. So our first one, 1, 5, 6, 4. Okay, 1, so 5, 6, now if you can get used to hearing that progression, that one comes up an awful lot. So listen out for it. It's often a bit faster than that. So okay, and our next chord progression, 4, 1, 5, 6. So that's the same chords, just in a different order. So 4, drop into chord 1 to 5 to 6. So okay, now the clue often in these is where the chord 6 comes in. Now you can hear that when it goes to our chord 4 here. Now the clue is often in where our chord 6 comes, so listen carefully for that one. And our next progression, I have to say, is my personal favourite as a songwriter. I don't seem to be able to get away from it. I'm a big fan. Is 6, 4, 1, 5. So 6, 4, 1, 5. Now if you hear a minor chord to start off with, you would be pretty safe in betting that 6, 4, 1, 5 is going to come up. It doesn't mean it always will. Sometimes there is a bit of variation on it, but it will come up more often than it won't, I'm sure. So it sounds like this. Okay, so some examples of that one. Unconditionally by Katy Perry. If I Were a Boy by Beyonce. Most Rihanna songs, Our God by Chris Tomlin, Run by Hillsong, there's a few others, they're just a few off the top of my head, and then of course pretty much any song that I've written will come with 6, 4, 1, 5, so listen out for that one. And then you've got 1, 4, 6, 4. Now this is very popular at the moment, this chord progression. It sounds like this. 4 E minor, 6 to 4, and again. Okay, so there you have it, 4 chord progressions. I'm going to recommend that you listen to this a few times, get your head around what those chord progressions feel like to play, what they sound like, and now have a listen to them in different keys. So I'm going to play each chord progression in a different key so you can get the idea. So we're going to start with 1, 5, 6, 4, and we're going to do that in the key of B flat. Okay, so. And now in the key of A flat, we're going to play 4, 1, 6, 5. So. And then in the key of, let's do the key of E, we're going to play 6, 4, 1, 5. Okay, and then finally in the key of D. Let's play in the key of D. We're going to do 1, 4, 6, 4. So. Okay, so 4 progressions there for you. Remember, you can have a look at those in your download section of the description box below. If you found this video useful, click the like button or subscribe. If you aren't sure about anything, feel free to comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. Follow me on Twitter or Facebook for more updates, and I would love to hear from you soon.